Baby's down for a nap. Got an extra hour here. Gonna go test out my new Maverick saddle I got in the mail the other day.
Oh, Rosie Dozy.
Every time I go to film something, there's a train going by. Or a dog chomping on a toy. Something else we're going to do a lot on the channel with is my Tusa Camper here. Pretty sweet deal. Been using a lot during hunting season this year for camping, but fits sits above your wheel wells, and I think it's like about the size of a full size mattress. It's 88 inches long, and then I don't know, like 50 inches wide or something like that. So pretty sweet get up. I got to do a lot of work to that though before it's ready to go. All right, let's get this thing set up. I need to shoot out of my saddle a little bit too, so dual purpose today. So there is some features about this saddle. Obviously, with most everything Latitude makes, there's no metal on it at all. And it's actually like a really large saddle, like from bottom to top. It's pretty large. They also come with leg straps, but I didn't put them on. So let's just throw this joker on. And one thing that you can do with this saddle is actually like fold it up underneath, which obviously I'm not great. Oh, actually, that was pretty easy. I thought it'd be a little bit cumbersome, but it folds real nice. There must be like a that big, really thick strap that goes around your hips and on the top of the saddle. Folds up real nice, and then you just kind of unfold it. So that actually works better than I thought it would. I kind of was under the impression, I'm like, yeah, that might be a little bit difficult to use, but not really the case. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I like the simplicity of it. Like the Method 2 is like a super comfortable saddle that I like a lot. But this one is, you know, there's some moving parts on the Method too. Just because it is a 2-panel saddle, there's kind of a lot more going on with it. Not that it's complicated per se, but this is just super simple, and I like that about it a lot. I think this bridge is about where I want it at. Just gonna sit here for a few minutes and just kind of see what I think about it. Here's a time lapse of that. Pretty good. All right, I'm gonna shoot a few arrows here out of this saddle. I'll do a video about my bow here this week sometime too, because I know everybody's kind of curious about that. I just got a few 3D targets set up around the perimeter here of this tree. Typically, I may like put my knee into the tree right here to shoot this, but I don't feel like putting my bare knee into this tree. Tell you what, guys, this Prime VRX32, it shoots excellent. I also kind of like the lineman's loops on this thing. They're nice and big, and they're easy to decipher between the lineman's belt and then the bridge loops here. I got to go around a tree right here. Smoked him. Yeah, I don't have much to complain about this thing. It's a simple saddle, and it's more affordable than a lot of saddles right now. It's 199 bucks, I think, on Latitude's website. So you can't really beat that. That's a good deal. Sorry about the cicadas. They're kind of loud. I think the reason you would get this over a 2-panel, one is the cost is a little less. secondly, you know, the two panels are great. They're pretty diverse on what you can do with them, but there's a lot more going on. If you want just something simple that you want to go and set in a tree for a while, that is a little more compact, this is probably the saddle that you want to grab. Now Latitude's coming out with their Lone Star. I hope to get my hands on one of those things too, because that's like their kind of Cadillac version of this, right? So that's going to be a really good saddle as well. If you want something that is super adjustable, and you can, you know, take the two panel on that Method 2 and run it up your back, run it lower, move it around, then maybe you would want to go with the Method 2. But I sometimes get I get a little flustered with the panels getting mixed up, and the lineman's belt and the lineman's loops and the bridge straps getting kind of cross-eyed. So I kind of like this. I like this. I'm going to have to see what the Lone Star is like too, though, and see which one I want to actually use this year. Probably for Tennessee next week, though, I'll probably be taking this setup right here. I have to outfit it with some pockets and stuff. I don't have that yet, but... Alright, cool. Check this thing out. What do you guys think? Want me to get this old stand, get that thing out and repurpose it? Is that an old folding chair that they turned into a dang tree stand? Oh my gosh. Been trying to shoot my compound a little bit too, and just 3 or 4 arrows a day. 20, 32, 45, like kind of like that, just some random numbers. All right, there you go. There's 20, 32-ish, and then 45-ish, right all in there. I always like, that looks like a bad group, like it's a wide group, but I kind of try to aim like left or right of the arrow just to not be knocking knocks. So I kind of judge how good it is by if it hits behind my pin or not, and those all 3 did. So, man, I just love archery. Like, I love longbows, I love I just love it all. I love archery, man. I love it. It's so cool watching an arrow fly out of a compound bow from 45 yards. It's cool too. Archery's cool. Good morning. Hey, don't be throwing your passy down. Banana? There you go. He gets about half of it in his mouth. The other half just falls down to his shirt. Hey, can you tell him subscribe? Subscribe to the channel right there. Right there it is, see? Oh, be quiet, Hank.